Hello guys, and welcome back to another tutorial. On today's video we're going to learn how to make this really beautiful stylish skirt. If that sounds like something you're interested in learning, keep on watching and let us get right into it. So on today's tutorial, this is the fabric we're going to work with. This is Milkado fabric, and I think I'm working with about 3 yards of fabric. I'm not really sure because this video has been recorded for a very long time, so I can't really remember, but I think it's about 3 yards of Milkado fabric. So let's get right into the cutting. So to cut this, we're just going to go ahead now to just open this up first of all so we can fold this, because we're going to cut this sort of like a flare. So now all we want to do is fold this into 4. So it's already folded into 2 like this. We're going to fold it again to make sure we have it to be 4 pieces. So this is it. I have it to be into 4 places, the way you would normally have it when you're cutting your flare. So we are going to go ahead to mark out the needed measurements now. So once we start marking out our measurements, my waist measurement is 32 inches, but because this is sort of like a wrap skirt, I'm going to divide my waist into 2. That is going to give us 16 inches. So we're going to add 16 inches into our initial waist measurement. That is going to give us 48 inches. But I want to also gather this a bit at the top. If you do not want to add gathers to it the way we have it on the image, that is totally fine, but we want to also add gathers to it. So you want to go ahead to add about 10 more inches to that 48 inches you have there. That is going to give us about 58 inches. So you're going to divide that into 4. You're going to divide 58 inches into 4, and that is what we're going to use for the circumference here. So after dividing it, what I have was 14 inches. So I'm going to go ahead to mark that at the top here. So I'm going to mark it out and then use my chalk to just mark it out so it is visible for you guys to see. So after marking that out, I'm going to go ahead to mark out the full length of the skirt. The skirt is not equal, it's an asymmetrical skirt, if I would say. So I'm going to first of all mark out our initial full length, and we're going to use that as a guide to just curve it out. So I'm going to work with 23 inches as the full length of our skirt. We also have an attachment to the skirt, so the first length we're working with is 23 inches. So I'm just marking 23 inches all the way across. After marking that out, we're going to go ahead to cut this out. So after cutting this out, this is what we have. I went ahead to place my tape along the waistline area just to make sure what I have at the waistline area is what I need. After taking my tape all around, I have what I need. So now we're going to go ahead to start reshaping the edges of the skirt. So from the inspo picture we're trying to recreate, you can see that at the front here, we have the skirt curving like this, and then at the inner part is also curving from the shape we have at the bottom part. We can see that. So now we want to use that as a guide in order for us to start curving out the edges of the skirt. So this part here is going to serve as the part that is going to be overlapping on top. So one is going to be underneath while this one is going to be on top, and this one has the shorter curve. So we're going to go ahead to mark this out. I'm going to mark 5.5 inches at this point here, and then we're just going to use that as a guide to just curve it all the way. So you're going to see this shortly, how I'm going to curve this out. So from this point we marked out, we just want to take this all the way down to the bottom part of the fabric. So you can see that I'm not taking this straight, but I'm taking this curved, and I'm just continuing with that curve all the way down. So this is going to be the bottom part here. That is going to be where we stop. So after marking this out like this, we're going to go ahead now to just go to the other side and then curve out the other side before we go ahead to cut everything out. Now on the opposite side, we're not going to come up as much as we did for the other side. So for this side, we want this to be a bit bigger. So from the bottom part, I am going to go ahead to mark 8 inches. So I'm just going to mark 8 inches, and we're going to curve out that 8 inches all the way down the way we did for the opposite side. So I later decided to move my hand 1 inch above, so we worked with about 9 inches now, and I'm just curving this all the way down. After which we're going to go ahead to cut everything out. Now for the waistline area, we want to run loose stitch along the waistline area because we added 10 to 15 inches extra to our waistline for gathers. So we want to run loose stitch so that when we gather it, we have the 48 inches we need for our waist measurements. So I'm going to go ahead now to do that, and then before we continue, I'm also going to take note of what we have at the bottom part. After creating those curves, I'm going to place my tape all around because we're also going to have an attachment at the bottom part of the skirt. So we want to go ahead to take note of what we have at the bottom, and I'm just taking note of this by yardage. So I'm just going to take note of that, and that is what we're going to use to create the extra attachment we have at the bottom part of the skirt. So after taking note of this, what I had at the end was about 3.5 yards. So we want to triple what we have, just so when we're done gathering this and adding the extension, what we have is going to look like what we have on the image. Now to the top part of the skirt, we have gone ahead to run loose stitch along the bottom part, and now it is time to start gathering this. You want to be patient with this and take your time because of the Mercado fabric is going to be a bit difficult for you to gather this, but eventually you'll be able to figure out how to do this. So you want to just go ahead to gather this till you have that 48 inches you need along the waistline area. So after doing so, this is what I have. And I also went ahead to fold the edges of the skirt, so you can see this part here is folded as well as the opposite side. You can see that it is also folded. So when we go ahead to overlap this is what you would want to have. So you want to have something like this at the end of the day, so you can see what it's looking like right now. Now before we work on the bottom part, we want to close up the waistline area, and I went ahead to iron out this little waistband, and we're just going to use that to seal up the waist area. So you're just going to do this the same way you would normally close up your skirt. If you're working on a regular skirt, the way you would fix your waistband, that is the same way we're going to do on this one here. So you can see that I went ahead to fold this in by 1/2 inch on both sides, so you can see what it's looking like. So you just want to go ahead to just seal up the waistline area. So I'm just going to pin this together with my skirt before I go ahead to take this to the machine to sew. After pinning this down, we're just going to stitch this down by 1/2 inch, following the ironing lines we have there as a guide all the way to the other side. After sewing that, we'll also want to seal up this edge. So all you need to do is to just fold this in like this and then just close it up and flip it over to the other side. So now we're going to go ahead to do that, and after which we're done, this is what we have. I'm going to go ahead to trim out the excess there and then just flip it over to the right side so we can just stop stitch and cover it up. So you can see this is what we are looking like so far. So on this part here, we're also doing the same thing, folding it in and then stitching that down. So you're basically doing the same thing we did on this part here on the opposite side as well. So before we go ahead to flip this in and finish up the other side, we want to go ahead to trim out the excesses we have on this inner part. So we want to trim out the excesses so we'll be able to top stitch on our waistband and everything is looking neat, and to avoid bulging at the waistline area when we're sewing. That is why I'm taking out the excesses at this point here. So I've gone ahead to trim out the excesses and this is what we have. I'm also going to trim out this part here where we've gone ahead to stitch. Now we want to flip it over to the right side so we can start top stitching. So we're basically top stitching the same way, like I said, the same way you would top stitch on your waistband. So I'm just pinning this in place all the way around, so it's going to make it easier for us to sew on it. After we're done pinning this down, we're going to start top stitching on this all the way to the other side. So this is what we have for the waistband after we were done. This is what it's looking like. Now we want to work on the bottom part of the skirt. What we have after taking the measurement at the bottom was about 3.5 yards. What you have altogether is 124 inches. So you want to go ahead to make sure you have 124 inches times 3 worth of fabric. I wasn't working with enough fabric, so what I had here was 124 inches times 2, and you can see that this is 8 inches long after folding this, because we've already gone ahead to fold the bottom part. So this is what we have after folding it. So like I said, I had 124 inches times 2 because I did not have enough fabric to work with. So now what we want to do is you can either pleat this at the bottom part of your skirt or you can gather it. If you want to gather it, it's going to take a lot of time and it's going to be a lot stressful. So we're just going to pleat this at the bottom part of the skirt. So if you're working with more fabric, you want to go ahead to make sure what you have is, for instance, 124 inches times 3 and not times 2 the way I did mine. So you can see that I've gone ahead to fold the edges at the sides here and the bottom as well, and also did the same thing on the opposite side. So this is what we have. You can see that I initially planned on gathering this, but I later saw that it was really stressful, and I decided to just pleat mine instead of doing the gather method. After doing the pleating method, this is what we have. So what I did was I pleated and sewed this all the way to the other side till I had the exact figure that I needed, which was 124 inches. So this is what it's looking like after pleating this. Now we want to go ahead to attach this to the skirt part. So I'm bringing in the skirt part, and from this part here, we're just going to place them right sides facing each other, and we're just going to join them together till the very end. Now from this starting point, we're going to go ahead to just stitch this all the way to the very end. So guys, after attaching the joining to the bottom part of the skirt, this is what it's looking like. You can see what each side of the skirt is looking like so far. So if I close up the skirt like this is what we would have. You can see how they are overlapping each other. So this is what it's looking like after doing so. So for this edges here, I wasn't able to fold that part simply because I didn't have enough fabric to fold it, and I didn't want it to be too short. So we're just going to overlock that area, and on this inner part we're also going to overlock all the rough edges we have on the inner part as well, so that everything is looking really nice and neat. We're also going to give it a good press so it looks really clean and perfect. And then on this part here, we're going to add our pins so that they stay in place. So you either can use your press button pins or whatever pin you have so that they stay in place when you're wearing this. So I'm going to go ahead to attach this and show you the final results. So guys, this is the final result of the skirt. If you enjoyed watching this video and you found it helpful, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed already, and if you enjoyed watching this one, you're also going to enjoy watching this one up here, so you can go check that out after watching this one.